The courtroom was full. As individuals took their seats, the room was filled with the quiet chatter of reporters and onlookers, and the atmosphere was charged with excitement. As excited reporters pushed forward to catch a sight of the reality TV star at the center of this story, flashing cameras flickered through the breach of the courthouse doors. Kody Brown was the first to enter, his customary cocky swagger giving way to a more measured, slower gait. The minor wrinkles in his suit suggested that he had been up all night. His once proud head of hair appeared disheveled, his jaw was stiff, and his face was tense. He had been the family's leader, the one who set the rules and confidently ruled over several lives. However, he wasn't in command today. He was a man today, struggling to hold on to what little strength he still possessed. Robyn Brown was sitting opposite him, accompanied by her attorney. Her hands were gripped so firmly in her lap that her knuckles were white, and she sat rigidly. Hey, hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, TLC Flicks. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Let's dive into the latest drama. Although her expression remained controlled, something flickered behind her eyes, a mixture of dread and defiance. She was no longer the untouchable queen of Kody's universe or the preferred wife. She was the accused now. Meri and Janelle sat side by side in the front row, their faces unreadable. They had endured years of this, public and private betrayals, and the gradual disintegration of the family they had established. And suddenly the balance of power was turning in their favor for the first time in a long time. The room went silent as the gavel struck. As she looked around at the individuals in front of her, Judge Emily Carter, a woman renowned for her keen legal intellect and straightforward manner, adjusted her glasses. Although she had witnessed numerous instances of familial betrayals and money conflicts, this one had a particularly dramatic quality. The spectacle of reality TV aristocracy revealing their private affairs in a court of law was unmatched. "You asked for this hearing, Mr. Brown," she replied, turning to Kody. "Kindly make your claim." With a short sigh, Kody's fingers briefly curled into fists before he released them. When he did speak, it was in a raspy voice, his wrath barely restrained. "Your Honor," he responded, going back to the judge after giving Robyn a quick glance. "I thought Robyn was the one thing keeping my family together for years. She was the blade that tore us apart, as I now realize." A tremor of gasps shook the courtroom. Robyn's lips parted in surprise as her eyes grew wide. "It's absurd," she yelled, leaning forward in her chair. "I gave this family everything I had. Everything." Janelle shook her head and scoffing softly. "You mean that you put yourself first?" The judge signaled silence with a raised hand. "What do you mean by split apart, Mr. Brown?" With the weight of his own words sinking in, Kody swallowed. Because he thought Robyn was his real-life partner, he had spent years defending her while ignoring the mounting animosity from his other spouses. Now, however, it was difficult to deny the fact. He acknowledged, "I was blind. Robyn convinced me that she was the one person who genuinely cared about our future and about me. In actuality, though, she kept me apart from both my prior wives and my kids. She is currently selling our assets without my permission." A strained silence descended upon the room. Robyn's back straightened. When she spoke, there was a tinge of panic in her voice. "That is untrue," she declared. "I was attempting to safeguard our financial prospects." Kody was aware of everything. Meri, who had been silent up to this point, laughed dryly and without humor. Like a scalpel, the sound sliced through the tension. She stated calmly, "Kody only knew what you wanted him to know. And he's worried now that he's not getting a piece of the pie?" Kody's jaw tightened, but he remained silent. He was aware that she was partially correct. The judge tapped the desk with her pen. "Are you verifying that properties were sold without the other party's knowledge, Ms. Brown?" she asked, turning to Robyn. Robyn paused. I had to," she repeated haltingly. "The family was disintegrating. I took the necessary actions to ensure my future." Janelle shook her head and exhaled slowly. She remarked, "And there it is. Robyn, you weren't defending the family. You were defending yourself." The room appeared to feel the weight of those statements. Robyn's eyes darted from Kody to Janelle to Meri as her jaw tensed. She was aware that she was losing control of the story. Then Meri shifted. She took a folder out of her backpack and gave it to the bailiff with a serene assurance. As he carried it to the judge, Everyone watched. As Judge Carter opened the folder and started to turn the pages, the atmosphere was charged with excitement. The more she read, the more deeply she frowned. The judge looked up after what seemed like a lifetime. "These documents, Ms. Brown," she stated in an authoritative tone, "show financial transactions linked to private accounts under your name. Do you mean that Mr. Brown knew about these?" Robyn's mouth parted, then shut again. They caught her. Kody's hands clenched. "You did this without telling me?" His disbelieving voice cracked. At last, Robyn faced him, her face ablaze with despair. "You were aware," she demanded. "When you believed that we would still be together, you were okay with it. But you're attempting to play the victim now that everything is going wrong?" Kody's expression hardened. But before he could reply, Janelle said in a firm yet piercing voice, "Kody isn't trying to play the victim here," she stated. "You were protecting your personal safety net while the rest of us were having difficulties, and our kids were being ignored. And for once, Kody is as much a victim of your plots as we were." Meri grinned. "Would you say poetic justice?" The magistrate raised a hand. "That's sufficient. It will take me some time to go over everything, but one thing is certain. This is more than just a family conflict. There will be repercussions for this financial dishonesty." The moment was sealed when the gavel fell with a sharp crack. Robyn's face was white as she sat motionless. She had worked for years to create the persona of the loyal wife, the real companion Kody had always desired. But now, as a result of her own behavior, that image was disintegrating, brick by brick. Kody gazed at the table as the truth of his demise set in. He had trusted Robyn completely, and she had ultimately abandoned him in the same way that the others did. Kody stayed sat, gazing into the abyss he had created, as Janelle and Meri stood, their looks composed but triumphant. Heads high, backs turned, the ex-wives left the courtroom as the doors swung open. And Kody Brown realized what it was like to be genuinely abandoned for the first time in his life. And there's more. Kody Brown's comment about Christine Brown putting a knife to the kidneys of him and his sister wives by dumping him is a sign of envy. He's too afraid to acknowledge that he hates to see his ex thriving in her new marriage with David Woolley. Following the patriarch's marriages to Christine, Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, and Robyn Brown, the reality TV program debuted Kody and his polygamous family to viewers in September 2010. There were few indications of problems in their shared house with 18 kids, but during the course of the following 19 seasons, things began to change. In 1994, Christine became a part of Kody's multiple lifestyle through a spiritual marriage. Although she was the first to depart in November 2021, she was his third wife. After beginning as friends, Christine and Kody dated for 25 years. They courted for a few weeks before getting married in 1994, having first met in the early 1990s. Christine acted swiftly when it came to her now husband David. In January 2023, Christine declared she had resumed dating, and by February 2023, she had made her new relationship with David public. By April 2023, Christine was engaged to David, and in October of the same year, they were married. During a family meeting on a recent Sister Wives episode, Kody revealed his intense animosity and fury toward Christine. He acknowledged that he was upset because he thought Christine had treated his wife Robyn like dirt from the start. Speaking loudly, he told Christine that he was pi*** off because she never made an effort to get along with the family. Kody wanted Christine to see the sacrifices he had made and wasted to love her, even though she disclosed that she had finally left the marriage for the sake of her kids and because of his preference for Robyn. Although Christine talked of having a clear conscience since she knew she had given the marriage her all, she acknowledged that there was nothing she could do to influence the minds of those who held different views. Her children's hearts were broken by her spouse, who played favorites. Kody, however, said that rather than attempting to salvage the relationship, Christine fled. Instead of holding Christine responsible for his sacrifices, he wanted her to feel bad about leaving him right away and divorcing him. In less than a year, Christine and David moved in together, became engaged, and were married, demonstrating how swiftly their romance developed. This sparked rumors that David might be Christine's rebound boyfriend. Viewers expressed concern about how quickly the romance developed after her breakup with Kody, predicting that it would not endure. The public display of affection between Christine and David gave the impression that she was keen to show Kody how happy she was. But in spite of the criticism she has received, Christine and David's relationship has remained steady, and she doesn't mind the speed. In an Instagram story, Christine said that she and David had opened a new Airbnb in Hurricane, Utah, and that it will be open to visitors by April 1st, 2025 at the latest. She clarified in the video that they were on their way to the property to begin decorating. Christine underlined that the area is a great getaway for seeing well-known southern Utah landmarks like Sand Hollow. She added, "It has 4 bedrooms. The other room has its own bathroom, and 3 of them are suites." She promised her fans that she will update them on when Airbnb will be accepting reservations before cutting the video short. In the past, Christine had feelings of abandonment and lack of support from Kody, who even preferred to spend time with Robyn and her kids rather than assist her. During their tumultuous marriage, this made Christine feel demotivated. Her life has changed, though, since they parted ways. Unlike Kody, Christine was happy with David, who supported her professional development. She opened her first Airbnb in Moab, Utah in March 2024. Kody is angry with Christine because, only a year later, she is getting ready to open another property in Utah, which is another big step in her prosperity after being married on Sister Wives. Christine Brown ought to take Kody Brown's place as Sister Wives protagonist, since he no longer merits it. Kody, who lives in Flagstaff, was once a polygamous man with a big family. He had 18 children with Robyn Brown, Christine, Janelle, and Meri Brown. Kody has maintained his position as the head of his family over the years, managing the money and making all of the decisions. His marriages have suffered as a result of him doing what he wished. Christine became weary of Kody's lack of interest in her in 2021. She moved away from the Brown family and broke off their polygamous relationship. In 2023, Christine met David Woolley, her soulmate. She immediately introduced him to her family after falling in love with him. Kody said he was delighted for Christine, but he was surprised to see her move on so fast. But the fact that Christine's new boyfriend had watched his grandchildren before him annoyed him. Christine married David in late 2023, and a special Sister Wives episode highlighted her journey. She appeared to be very content that she and her new husband David were at last in a loving relationship. Kody no longer merits being the protagonist for a number of reasons, chief among them being his attitude. He has grown overly narcissistic and covers the same things in every show. Kody has been whining about his ex-wives for the past few seasons. He upset Meri by saying he never loved her, accused Janelle of stealing his resources, and blamed Christine for not forming a relationship with Robyn. Through season 19, Kody also indulged in self-loathing. Hearing him discuss the same topics on camera is therefore tiresome. Following the separation of Meri, Janelle, and Christine, Kody committed himself exclusively to Robyn, his lone surviving companion. He was able to be closer to the woman he loved the most. In 2025, Kody and Robyn live a happy life and enjoy the fortune they have amassed over the years. Their accomplishment is demonstrated by the recent purchase of a home valued at over $2.1 million. Robyn and Kody don't contribute much to the show. They should be viewed as minor cast members of Sister Wives because they don't have any new plots to contribute. Christine seems to have the potential to become the show's major star, even though all of the former Sister Wives have moved on to new lives. She is the most popular Sister Wives cast member, with over 1.5 million Instagram followers. She is fascinating to watch and socially relevant. Christine is the perfect protagonist for the next seasons because of her new life and travels. Meri and Janelle might also share the spotlight on Sister Wives with Christine. After a mid-season break, Sister Wives Season 19 will return with a brand new slate of episodes that showcase some startling tension within the estranged Brown family, including the start of the season's crucial disclosure. Sister Wives Season 19 will return for the second half of its big season to try to answer as many questions as possible after leaving viewers with a lot of unanswered questions. All the major details of Kody Brown's life with Robyn Brown and his ex-partner's post-plural marriage were set out in the first half of Sister Wives Season 19, which included 20 episodes. The family appears to be juggling more legal troubles related to Kody past than ever before in a new teaser by a TLC on Instagram, which announces the return of Sister Wives Season 19 on Sunday, April 20th at 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Meri Brown and Janelle Brown are joining forces to fight Kody and Robyn in court. As a result, the entire family on Sister Wives is experiencing increased stress. Tensions are growing throughout the preview, especially for Meri, who starts to doubt her strong bond with Robyn. Meri remarks, "I'm now questioning why I have a relationship with me, and then ghost me," in reference to Robyn in the interview. In other scenes, Kody snaps at everyone, including Meri, for saying he isn't stealing from her. Christine Brown's friendship with David Woolley and their eventual marriage were the main focus of Sister Wives Season 19's first half, but the couple may be losing attention in the second part of the show. As Kody and Robyn try to figure out where the family stands, it appears that they will be concentrating on Meri and Janelle's attempts to distance themselves from Coyote Pass. Janelle seems to be trying to let go of the property, while Meri, who seems to be doubting her role in the Brown family over the past 20 years, is having trouble with her relationships. It seems that the main focus of Sister Wives Season 19 episodes will be on the relationships between individuals enmeshed in the Coyote Pass crisis. This indicates that Janelle and Meri will be taking the lead and resisting Kody and Robyn. There will undoubtedly be some startling revelations for the entire family as Meri looks into her connections and questions Robyn's treatment of her over the years. Sister Wives Season 19 will reveal the actual disintegration of the Pauley family, even though it seems that the tragic death of Janelle and Kody's son Garrison Brown would not be discussed this season. The preview footage for the upcoming season of Sister Wives is intense, but there will undoubtedly be more than Coyote Pass drama to fill in the gaps throughout the remainder of the show. Where the Brown family goes from here will be even more intriguing, even though it will be interesting to watch the various viewpoints on what happened with the land and the relationships that emerge from the remainder of the season. Their next course of action will be even more crucial because Sister Wives Season 19 seems to mark the end of an era for the family. Sister Wives Season 19 will return to TLC in April following a little break. The network has confirmed the new episode's premiere date and upcoming programming in a formal release. The Browns are still experiencing significant levels of tension. Additionally, Kody Brown makes it very evident in the impending tell-all that some subjects are strictly forbidden. There were still a lot of unsolved problems and animosities among the Brown family members when Sister Wives Season 19 went on vacation. Janelle and Meri are still upset about the Coyote Pass situation at the beginning of the trailer. The women appeared to be in agreement and at odds with Kody and Robyn prior to Season 19's break. However, may Janelle and Meri be unfaithful to one another? "I can't really move on as long as that property is a source of conflict," Janelle says to the cameras. After then, the scene changes to Meri expressing her anger and her desire to consult with attorneys. As Kody vehemently denies ever attempting to take advantage of her, Meri declares, "There are a few things I'm willing to fight for, and this is one of them." Meri and Robyn's relationship has become a contentious topic, aside from the Coyote Pass drama. The women appeared to be very close in the early stages of the show. However, it is evident to viewers how strained their friendship had grown over the previous few years. In the footage, Christine reveals presenter Cody Christine that Kody abandoned his family once Robyn entered the scene. Kody, meanwhile, yells angrily that he believes he is being punished by everyone for falling in love. Robyn chuckles as Cody Christine asks her a question. "Anyway, I don't care." The majority of Sister Wives viewers were relieved that Robyn had not burst into tears. However, many others remarked on how arrogant and self-satisfied she appeared when she said this. Naturally, a Sister Wives tell-all wouldn't be complete without Kody losing his anger. Once more, the hostess's awkward inquiries caused the family patriarch to lose his temper, getting married to these women and leading multiple lives. Would you repeat the entire process? Kody is asked by Christine. Let us know in your comments. And stay tuned by subscribing our channel to get more updates like this. Thanks everyone.